In this video, we will discuss about what is lean manufacturing and what are the important lean manufacturing tools. So, what do you mean by lean manufacturing? A lean manufacturing is a flexible system of operation that uses considerably lesser amount of resources like activities, people, inventory, floor space than a traditional system of manufacturing. So, because we are eliminating waste in lean system, we are able to work with less amount of inventory and we are able to work with less amount of manpower. We are able to work with less amount of floor space. So you use less resources, and when we are using less resources, we say that we are removing bulkiness of the system. So by removing bulkiness of the system, we are able to follow the idea of lean. The whole idea is that how to eliminate unwanted things, and when you are eliminating unwanted things and you have only those things which are responsible for direct value addition, then you will have a better efficiency. Consider a system where you have different stages in your processing. These are suppliers, this is stage 1 processing, this is stage 2 and this is stage 3. And during these processing, you keep some inventory, but you keep this inventory in such a coordinated manner that if this supplier is taking 2 days lead time to supply product, so only inventory for 2 days is there and you have a regular system of receiving the inventories after 2 days each. Stage 1 is taking 1 day's time for supplying the product. So here you have inventory of only 1 day. The stage 2 is taking 6 hours in supplying the products to stage 3. So you have inventory for only 6 hours at stage 3. So in this coordinated manner, so that you understood the capabilities of your previous stage and the previous stage understands the requirement of successive stage. So having this kind of coordination, we are able to develop a smooth flow of material so that nowhere in your entire system inventories are unnecessarily piled up. So this kind of system is just-in-time manufacturing or JIT, and the elimination of waste is lean manufacturing. Now the concept of lean manufacturing, where we are talking of elimination of waste, is actually a contribution of Toyota car company. The Toyota approach or the Toyota production system is basically responsible for development of this idea of lean manufacturing. So what are the important lean manufacturing tools? First one is a Japanese word, that is muda. So muda means waste and inefficiency. So it says that we need to eliminate muda. We need to eliminate waste, and therefore our inefficiencies will go down and efficiencies will increase. So this is the most important driving philosophy of this concept of lean manufacturing. Waste and inefficiencies can be minimized by using another tool called Kanban, which is also called the pull system. It means producing material or parts based on demand, that is to produce only what is needed. This is also called JIT, that is you are producing only what is required by your next stage. You are not keeping the stock available. Whatever we are producing, we are supplying it as per the requirement of our next stage. This concept is actually implemented in Japan by the name of Kanban. Kanban is the meaning of visual signals, that we give signals. Yes, I now require the product. So just by seeing the signal, the previous stage will start producing and start supplying. So the successive stages are pulling products from previous stages, and that is the meaning of Kanban system. So it is a manual system used for controlling the movement of parts and materials that responds to signals of the need, that is the demand of your next stage for delivery of part or materials. So this Kanban is applicable within an organization, and it can be applicable to entire supply chain also. Then another lean tool is Heijunga. The variations in qualities are natural, but they are undesirable. Even within your limits of specification, if you are moving away from the mean value, cost of quality starts increasing. So we should minimize the variation. We should try to produce more products which are on the center line, that is, which are on the mean value of the specification. So minimize the variation. The workload must be leveled, volume and variety must be averaged to achieve a steady flow of work. So if you have the level production system, in that case, variations can be minimized, and that will lead to better quality and more efficiency in your production system. So if you visit any Japanese plant, you will find that production volumes are very minimum variations. While if you go to other parts of the globe and you see the manufacturing setups, the production volumes have a lot of fluctuations. So if the demand is more, they may go for 2 shift, 3 shift. And if demand is less, they may go for 1 shift and they may lay off large number of employees. But in Japanese organizations, you will not find such kind of instances on a regular basis. So variations in production volume need to be minimized as far as possible. Another lean tool is Kaizen, which means continuous improvement. It's a strategy where employees work together proactively to achieve regular incremental improvements in the manufacturing process. It combines the collective talents of a company to create an engine for continually eliminating waste from manufacturing processes. Another lean tool is Jidoka or automation. So what is Jidoka? It is to design equipment to partially automate the manufacturing process. Because partial automation is typically much less expensive than full automation, and to automatically stop when defects are detected. So how does it help? After Jidoka, workers can frequently monitor multiple stations. It reduces labor cost. And many other quality issues can be detected immediately, which improves the quality of the product. So another lean tool is 5S. So what are the 5S? First one is sort, that means to eliminate that which is not needed. And then straighten, that is to organize the remaining items. And then shine, that is to clean and inspect the work area. Then we have standardize, that is to write standards for above. And then we have sustain, that is to regularly apply the standards. 5S eliminates waste that result from a poorly organized work area. So another important lean tool is just in time. So what is just in time? Just in time means to pull parts through production based on customer demand instead of pushing parts through production based on projected demand. It relies on many lean tools such as continuous flow, Heijinger, Kanban, standardized work, etc. It is highly effective in reducing inventory levels. It improves cash flow and reduces space requirements. Another lean tool is bottleneck analysis. So what is bottleneck analysis? It identifies which part of the manufacturing process limits the overall throughput and improves the performance of that part of the process. So how does it help? It improves throughput by strengthening the weakest link in the manufacturing process. And another lean tool is continuous flow. So what is continuous flow? Continuous flow means type of manufacturing where work in process smoothly flows through production with minimal or no buffers between steps of the manufacturing process. And how does it help? It eliminates many forms of waste, that is inventory, waiting time and transport. And then we have Gemba, which means the real place. It's a philosophy that reminds us to get out of our offices and spend time on the plant floor. It's a place where real action occurs. So how does it help? It promotes a deep and thorough understanding of the real world manufacturing issues by first-hand observation and by talking with plant floor employees. So these are the important lean manufacturing tools